Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing acrylic application using the Kiss Professional acrylic powder in clear. And I've already went ahead and filled my little dish with my acrylic liquid and wetted my brush. And let's get started. Okay, so I've already filed and shaped the nail into the length that I like it and into the shape that I like it. I'm going to be going with a coffin shaped nail today. And let's get started. Another term for this shaped nail is ballerina. I prefer coffin. I think it sounds cooler. Okay, so the thing about working with acrylic is you want to make sure that your brush is not too wet, but you also want to make sure it's not too dry. Your brush is too wet, then your acrylic will be too runny. Your brush is too dry, the acrylic will set too quickly, and it'll be a lot harder to work with. So what you want to do is you want to put your acrylic right on the stress point of the nail and kind of work it around. Brush it down. Shape it. And make sure that there's no lumps or bumps in your acrylic in case you can't see. Make sure that it's nice and smooth and even. I work in thin layers. I find that it's a lot easier that way and you have less mess up that way. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add my second bead of acrylic onto my nail. And I'm going to put this a little towards the end of my nail. About right here. And what I like to do is brush it out real nice. Wet your brush. You kind of pat the acrylic a little. And just, like I said before, make sure that there's no lumps or bumps and smooth it out real nice. And get it real nice and even on the nail. Okay, now that I have added the acrylic to my nail, I need to wait for it to dry, and then I'm going to file and shape it. But while I'm letting that dry, always make sure to clean the acrylic out of your brush. If not, it will get stuck, the bristles will be stuck together, and you won't be able to use it again. You'll have to get a completely new brush. And you don't want to do that. They can be really pricey if you want to try to get a good brush. This came with the Kiss kit and I think it works just fine. I use it just fine and I like it. It works for me. Okay, now that the acrylic's dry, I can go ahead and file and shape the nail. And one way you can test if the acrylic is dry, you tap it. If it makes that hard clicking noise, that means that it has fully cured and that it is ready to be filed and shaped. And there's two ways you can file and shape this. You can use an electric file. I have an electric file, but since I do work in such thin layers, I find that it works just as well to use a handheld file. This is a 100-180 grit. I will use the 180 grit as to file away the little ridges in the ends of the nails, and then I will use the 100 side just to buff the top of the nail, make sure everything's nice and smooth and even. Okay, now that that's done, you're going to want to make sure that there's no dust left on your nail. And now we can get into painting the nail. Today, I'm going to be using the Avon Nail Wear Pro in the color olive green. You can read that right there. Olive green. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to be placing this cross decal that I made with my nail silicone mat onto the nail. While the polish is still wet, you want to go ahead and press your decal that you made right into the nail and smooth it out real nice. Make sure there's no air bubbles or anything left in the nail. And also be careful not to mess the nail up like I just kind of did. But it'll be okay, you can fix it in a minute. And then what I like to do is I'm going to put a matte top coat over top of this nail, but before I do that, I'm going to want to put a gel top coat on top of this nail, just to really hold the decal in place.